On Friday afternoon, can you set up your coffee maker so that it turns on early Shabbos morning, and your bread machine so that it does the same, so that when you wake up on Shabbos morning, you have freshly brewed coffee and freshly baked bread? Now, this question, or a variation of it, was asked by one of our rabbis in New York. The actual question that this rabbi asked was, can you put food in a crock pot that is off and have a timer on the crock pot so it turns on Shabbat? Now, surprisingly, that is a debate of poskim where the Tzitz Eliezer is strict. He says it's like turning on the fire on Shabbat, and therefore it should be forbidden. But technically speaking, there's nothing wrong with it. We set a timer on our lights. There's no prohibition of having your vessels do work on Shabbat. You didn't do anything on Shabbat. It's totally permissible. Now, let's be clear. If you had it on a timer and you put food in the crock pot on Shabbat and then the timer turned it on, then that would be a prohibition. That would be cooking through something indirect. But here you set up everything before Shabbat. Totally fine. Now, how about the issue of the bread and the coffee? Also, from a technical perspective, totally fine. But there's a difference between these two cases. And the difference is, uvda dechol. How much does it feel like a weekday? And my position is that the coffee maker and the bread machine should be forbidden from that perspective. You wake up Shabbos morning, oh my God, the delicious smell of freshly brewed coffee, of freshly baked bread. It does not feel like Shabbat. It feels like these things were taking place on Shabbat. That it feels like you just made the coffee, you just baked the bread. And that is a non-Shabbat experience. So that, I believe, should be forbidden because of uvda dechol. However, the crock pot, you wake up Shabbos morning and you have food cooking in a crock pot, which is exactly what you always have on Shabbat. So while they both are based on a timer, the real question is, does it create a reality that goes against the experience of Shabbat? And from that perspective, sorry everyone, my halachic position would be that you cannot do the bread and the coffee, because that feels like you just made it on Shabbat, and that is an uvda dechol. Shabbat shalom, take care, and I hope you enjoy your coffee and your bread made on Friday, but not on Shabbat. All the best.